How do you rewire your brain so that instead of reacting to difficult situations with a fight or a flight or a freeze response, you can make a conscious choice to self-empathise, to check in with yourself and to really ground yourself? Hello, I'm Shanti Garber.
And I'm Gesine.
And welcome to
NVC Life Hacks.
This time we're going to use a sequence of movements based on a martial art called Aikido to help us learn the skills of NVC in a way that they're available to us even in tense and difficult situations. So our feelings and needs are within us, and we remember and learn with our bodies. And we can learn a sequence of movements alongside words which help us to remember these skills even in tense situations. But first, let's look in a role play at what normally happens when we're faced with something that we perceive as a challenge or as a threat. Gesine will demonstrate. She's chosen a mild to moderate trigger sentence to work with, and I will play the oncomer, the person coming towards Gesine and saying Gesine's trigger sentence, and she'll react in various different ways. Gesine, you're late again. You're late again.
Do you remember who was waiting 1 hour outside in rain and
You're
it was
late.
cold?
You're late.
It was me.
Don't try and get out of it.
And now you try to blame me?
Yeah,
no,
you're
I can't
late.
accept that.
You're
Sorry.
late.
It's too much. I am the person who's
late.
waiting for you.
Late.
And don't try to put something on me.
Gesine, you're late again. You're late again.
Oh my God, yeah, it's mine.
Yeah.
My fault.
You're late.
I'm again late and I don't know how this could happen and I feel like a failure. I'm always late and I don't know what to do.
You're late again. You're late again. You're late again. You're late again. Late. So let's just review these demos. So what comes up for you? How do you feel watching these demos? Is there one of them that seems more familiar to you? One that seems to be your default? Could it be fight? Could it be flight? Could it be freeze? We don't want to say that there's anything wrong with these reactions, with fight, flight or freeze. I mean, after all, fight, flight and freeze have kept us and our ancestors alive for millions of years. They're very useful in situations where conscious thought is just too slow. I mean, if we're walking along the path and we see a long, thin object, we might not have time to say, I wonder if that's a stick or a snake. No, we just need a reaction that just says, I'm out of here, and we jump to the side. And of course, if it turns out it's a stick rather than a snake, well, there's no harm done, we're still alive. So this is fight, flight and freeze. They're designed to be faster than conscious thought, to keep us safe. However, in daily life, we're not usually facing life-threatening situations. And at the same time, fight, flight and freeze are still very much alive in our bodies. So it's helpful to have an alternative, a conscious alternative, a conscious choice to fight, flight and freeze. The freeze reaction in particular can be prolonged into kind of traumatic symptoms and even being traumatized. Fortunately, fight, flight and freeze aren't the only choices we have. Actually, they're not really choices at all. They're really automatic, unconscious reactions. So we can make a conscious choice to do things differently, to check in with ourselves and to ground ourselves. So this time, Gesine will demonstrate a conscious choice, another choice that she has as the person receiving that trigger sentence. So the oncomer will come with his arms up again, walking slowly towards Gesine, saying that trigger sentence. And Gesine centers, steps aside, putting her hand on her heart, and she notices what's alive in her, what's going on inside, in particular what she's feeling and what she's needing at the moment. You're late again. You're late again. You're late again.
I feel frustrated.
You're late again.
Oh, I would like to be seen for my effort, and also I would like respect.
So let's review that. So what comes up for you watching this demo? How do you feel about it? You're late
I
again.
feel frustrated.
You're late again.
I would like to be seen for my effort, and also I would like respect.
I can imagine you might be kind of curious about what's going on for Gesine, or how she's checking inside, what she's actually doing, where she's looking inside when she's checking inside and doing that kind of grounding and centering.
Here are our 3 top tips for staying grounded in challenging situations, rather than reacting with fight, flight and freeze. Number 1, learn to identify when you react with fight, flight and freeze. Number 2, make a conscious choice to mentally or physically step aside and put your hand or your hands around your heart and checking inside yourself. Number 3, checking around your heart. What are you feeling? What are you longing for? What are your needs?
That's it for now.
We hope you enjoyed it and you can take something useful away.
And see you next time.
Bye!